Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Carl Lawson.
That's what I'm talking.
Able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Oh, you got deep? You got double tight. Double tight. We got 4.
They'll run here with Ballage, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, I'm coming. Hey, watch this.
And a completion to Wilson. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Rosen. He completes it to Wilson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 33. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Rosen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now Balaj. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
That's the pass. Double time. Out. 5 down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got you.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players better system so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Balaj. And some room to roam now. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. Finding room to the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen flushed out right. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Here's a run with Balaj. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Short boot, taken at the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Jackson now. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Jackson on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First down, Cincinnati.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And it's caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
2-yard line.
On the ready, 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Jackson will throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. third down. Jackson. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Again, it's Mixon. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Jackson looking to throw on third. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Let's go. 50 to Pittsburgh. Check 55 to Mike. Come on, boy. Come on.
Jackson on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. But now it'll be third down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And the catch good. It's Eifert. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for... touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because
the ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Man, I got you. Check three.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man, Boyd. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rosen will throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Line of scrimmage, again to 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
4th down. Here's Rosen. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
At the Bengals 2-yard line.
Alert!
On 2nd and goal, Rosen. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike, and they get the touchdown. Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 8 on the year. As as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
That's it, baby. You don't work.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Throwing now is Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hold on. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Now Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's Kevin Huber now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Caught. It's Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Check three. Quad. Check the backer. 80.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Ready. Secure. You got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here?
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for Cincinnati, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss here is their 10th of the season, and they looked